Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here I talk about faith, love, family, and lifestyle. If you're a returning subscriber, sounds like a returning client, you're welcome. If you're new, welcome to the Global Tribe. So, I am the Global Woman, and today we are going to be talking lovey something. For those that know me, I'm so big on love. I love love. I love love. I think that love is one of the biggest and greatest things that God created, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm going to be talking about some events that happened in the past couple of days, weeks, and then my thoughts on some of the other things I saw on social media. So okay, sounds to be serious. No, I'm not going to be serious. I'm still going to be serious because it's a serious conversation here. So last weekend, yes, was Kemi Adetiba's wedding. I think days before was Rita Dominic's wedding. So this past couple of days, weeks has been a lot of weddings, and in fact, I've been hearing that some other celebrities are getting married soon, and it's been so beautiful to see. Like, I loved it during Kemi Adetiba's wedding. Gosh, I went through Instagram, like almost every celebrity status, stories rather. I kept on looking at it, watching it, and I'm like, you know what, this is beautiful. I spent like a month's worth of data that period because it was so fine. I love the mix of love and culture. It was just so beautiful to see. For Rita Dominic's wedding, I love the styles, the clothes. I was in some styles and I'm like, Nigerian tailors are in trouble. Because with the way some people will just be screenshotting these styles and be sending it to their tailors. And I'm like, if you don't have money, don't just go near some styles. But it was so beautiful to see. Like, gosh, it warmed my heart. And then on Nigerian Idol on Sunday, we saw the surprise that Adekunle Gold gave Simi. It was just so fun. I'm like, I was telling my husband, I was like, will you be my Adekunle Gold? Thank God my name is already Simi, you know. So it was just so beautiful to see that love exists so much, and you know, it's so, like, it almost felt like we could touch the love that these different couples shared. The smiles, the radiance, the beauty was just so compelling. And then it was beautiful for me more because I remember that early this month, we had different stories of divorce, abuse in marriage, and I was seeing a lot of comments during that period on Instagram particularly, and some people were like, they're not going to get married, they don't want to get married, if this is what marriage is, they're not going to get married because those stories of abuse was just too much. So it was like these people getting married and showing us their love life was like soothing, and it just comforted hearts, like, okay. And I remember that in the last YouTube video I made, I mentioned that if you are scared of getting married, just look at people around you that have beautiful marriages, you know, or just fill your mind, you know, with more good news about marriage. Like, I'm sure that these past few couple of days now, people would have been seeing that love day, so go and collect your own, you know. So it was just so fine, and it warmed my heart so much. Honestly, I'm still like, you would think it's me that I'm getting married. And I think that I loved it so much because I could relate to the love that these different people shared, because I'm in love and I'm loved, and it's just so beautiful to see, right? But there are now some people that they just made it a point of duty to make a sermon out of every good thing and be saying things that did not be. So I've been seeing some tweets, and some people are saying that, Rita Dominic and Kemi Adetiba made us see that you don't have to get married early, that marrying late is nice, blah blah blah. I'm like, who asked you? Why? Nigerians, why can we not just be happy? Why can you not just see somebody love picture and say, oh, so beautiful, congratulations, and move on? Must you make a sermon out of everything? Must you bring in your own bias and discrimination and stereotype and paint it in our faces? Trust me, I see nothing wrong in getting married early, and I see nothing wrong in getting married when you want to get married, because I don't believe that there's something like early and then late. Well, we know the meaning of early marriage when young children are forced into marriage. That one is wrong, and that's not the topic for today, right? But the fact that people choose to get married when they want to get married, allow them. See, it's not about age. I know that age can be very important because, of course, maybe a teenager should not come and say they want to get married. But when we talk about when you've attained adulthood and you choose to marry in your 20s, or you choose to marry in your 30s, or maybe you just decided to marry in your 40s, I want Nigerians especially, or people, or human beings, to learn to mind their businesses. Like, you don't have to make a sermon out of it, because that's just simply ageism. So ageism is like when you're discriminating people because of their age, just like racism. You're discriminating somebody because of their race, and you think that you're making a good point by saying, oh, these people have showed us that getting married late. It's not your business. So when you say they've showed us that getting married late is not a problem, for you to say getting married late, it means that you're reminding them that they got married late. And this is very wrong, because it is not your own, it is not your what's the English? It's not your trumpet, oh, pam 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 banana, don't banana the trumpet. It's not your business, right? Because most times when we portray our own biases, it distorts other people's mindset, right? Because somebody somewhere and I'll be like, maybe I made a mistake getting married at 23. My sister, you did not make a mistake getting married at 23. You got married at 23 because you believe that it was the right time for you to get married, right? There are some people that are from families that if you did not finish your masters, you are not going to any husband's house, you know. So when we understand that people are from different backgrounds, different experiences, from different families, we will see that different strokes for different folks. There are some families that everybody there have done PhD. So you now say that you're not married, right? Even though I know that there are some family standards that might be too strict, because what if somebody wants to get married before their own masters or before their own PhD, but God will help them settle it in their family. So what I'm trying to say is that there are some people that there's nothing that is going to make them get married at 25, because they've drawn the chart of how they want their futures to be, and I believe they did it with the help of God. So I believe that God is the one leading you and not self, right? So some people have just decided that, you know what, I must do this, I must make this money. There are some men that will tell you that until they build their own houses, they don't want to marry, right? Some will say until they have their own cars, they don't want to get married. So let us not water down people's standards for themselves because of what we think. So it will be very wrong for you to come and say, oh, somebody that got married late, or somebody that got married early, got married early. It's not your place. It is not your trumpet to banana, as we've already said it, right? Because marriage is supposed to help you. So there's even a particular tweet that somebody said that really, really disturbed me, saying that I hope people in their 20s now see that during your 20s, where you're supposed to be after is finding purpose and achieving your goals, and not marriage. What if my purpose is marriage? Anyway, what if my own goal is marriage? So that's on a lighter note. But truth, what is wrong in continuing the journey of purpose in marriage? Marriage, when God created it, the standard, the beautiful thing about marriage, God's intention of marriage is to build people. So if you are in marriage, it's even a good place for you to build yourself, because you have a partner supporting you every step of the way. That's how marriage is supposed to be. I've heard stories that, when you get married early and you've not done your masters, you'll be able to do your masters, especially for the woman, because when children start coming, blah, blah, blah. If you want to do your masters, you're going to do your masters. My mom did is it first or second masters when I was in her womb? So I'm like, no wonder I know book. I've been going to university since when I was in the tummy, you know. So the truth is that if you are determined, you can do whatever you want to do in every level, every stage of your life. Somebody once said something that you are scared of going back to school because you are 30. But the truth is that whether or not you go back to school in 4 years' time, you are going to be 34. So the most important thing is that who are you at that 34? What have you attained? What have you achieved, right? I remember when I was in school, I was in university, and then my husband proposed to me. I was still quite young, and in my mind, I'm like, sir, me that I'm looking for GP, you wanna work, you wanna marry, you love, oh really? You know, and I remember that the fear was that it was going to be distracting, it's going to affect my academics and all. But trust me, my relationship was one of the things that made me achieve greater heights in my academics, beautiful heights in my academics. Because when my husband proposed and we started courting and stuff, I always had it at the back of my mind that wait, you're gonna be a member of another person's family as well. You cannot say you're Olodo. There's no room to be Olodo because you're not responsible. Many people will ask you, what do you finish with? Even though in this part of the world now we've seen that it's not really about what you graduated with but what you can do, but that one is another topic. So what I'm trying to say is that when I was in the relationship, I had this consciousness of the fact that I am now more responsible to many more families than just my family, right? And I must not disappoint anybody. And then I had somebody calling, checking up on me, cheering me on, encouraging me, just being there. And to God be the glory, I graduated with flying colors, right? So what I'm trying to say is that is the intention of God when He created love and marriage. You're supposed to be strengthened. Your vision is supposed to be clearer. You're supposed to have that encourager, a supporter, somebody that is going to be with you every step of the way. And even now in marriage, my husband has been absolutely wonderful because, as I said, I could relate to all this love because, gosh, I'm enveloped in love, So there's something in my business, my bead business. I make beads, by the way, that I just created an initiative, and it's a beaded phone strap. Let me even just show you now. So you just attach it to your phone, so it stops your phone from falling. Where's the pouch of my phone? I can't find the pouch of my phone. But yeah, when you attach it to your phone pouch, anytime your phone wants to fall, you just, hold it. And this has saved my phone from breaking for months because I've been using it for months. Oh yes, this is my own phone case. So anytime my phone wants to last, then I just quickly hold it. And if maybe you have a child that wants to watch a movie, just put it in your hand and the person is watching the movie without carrying your phone away. So what I'm trying to say is that I shared it with him, we made it together, I made one for him, and he was like, babe, you've not advertised this thing. So he keeps on reminding me that, you've shared these goals, you've shared these plans, we can see that this thing is big deal, it makes sense. Take a picture, post it, advertise it, That is the beauty of marriage. That is the beauty of getting married to somebody that has sense, somebody that makes sense, somebody that is all right. So now, whether I got married at 20-something or 30-something, what is important is that you are getting married to a good person, a kind person, a caring person, somebody that has the fear of God. So I think what we should be more particular about is not when we get married, but who we get married to. Because whether you got married at 20, 30, 40, 50, if you get married to a dream killer or a purpose drowner or an abusive person, you're not still going to have a good marriage except with the grace and help of God, right? So stop putting all your energy on somebody got married at 40, okay, I will also get married at 40, or somebody got married at 20. And I've been hearing out of 25. Who made the rule that you must get married at 25? See, ladies, because it's us that we're in this boat. Ladies, don't let anybody stop you from being who God has destined and created you to be, right? So if you truly don't want to get married in your early 20s, if your plan is to get married at 26 because you want to do your masters, you want to do this, you want to do that, go for it. Don't let anybody distract you. Don't let anybody lie to you that you are going to miss life or you are rushing into it too early. And if probably by your will or things happened or whatever and you're getting married at 32, please be happy. Go into it with so much joy and fulfillment and glamour and strength and might. Because I realize that because of this same society, you and I, that will not but give an opinion on things that not concern us. A lot of people that are getting married at 30-something or in their 30s, ladies particularly, that are getting married in their 30s, sometimes feel like they've missed some things. Some people feel like, it's now that it's happening, And because of that, they won't go into it with joy. They would allow those things to kill their joy or steal their joy. They will allow all these social media people social media, association of social media people that do not mind their business, disturb them, So don't let that happen to you. Whatever age you get married, be happy about it. Go into it with so much joy and fulfillment. you and your husband prepare to have a wonderful life together, prepare to, build a good home, raise godly children, and then another fear that comes with people getting married at in their 30s or whatever is, they say, oh, your childbearing, whatever. See, I know that some things come with age, especially when you're closer to menopause and all of that, but please and please don't enter marriage and motherhood in fear. If you have your first child at 35 or at 40, prayerfully go through that journey. Read books, ask people, ask questions, ask your doctor for the best way to do it, with the best way to deliver and everything, and just have a positive mindset. Because no matter the age you get married, if you go into it with fear, with a negative mindset, with the opinions of people that do not make sense in your head, you are going to crash your own marriage with your own hands. So it's not about the age you got married. It's about the stage of your heart when you are getting married. It's about the person you are getting married to. It's about your maturity. I've said this 1,001 times. There's some people that are in their 30s and are not as mature as somebody in their 20s, right? So it's not so much about, oh, I'm 25, I'm ready to get married. Are you mature? Are you psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, financially mature? And ladies, we should still sit down and have this financial conversation, because some people believe that I'm gonna get married anyway, why should I have my own money? My sister, have your money. Nobody's stopping you, right? So don't let anybody stop you from being that great woman that you want to be. Don't let anybody, not even marriage, don't let anything or anybody stop you. So go for it, go for gold, go for gold. And I believe that the most important thing is that you are charting the course of your life with God, with the help of God, with the strength of God. So it's one thing to want to dream big and want to do big things with your life, but it's another thing, which is the most important thing, for you to do it in God. So if God said go, for me, when I got married, a lot of people were like, oh, she's still young, why are you rushing? I had people say that a lot to me, but I knew what God had said to me. I and my husband knew what God said to us, and we're ready to go through that journey together, no matter what anybody said or is still saying. We're married. So please, message number 1, association of social media people that know is to mind their business. Stop sermonizing people's celebration. When you see somebody, many people are getting married very soon. I've been seeing some pre-wedding videos that I've been loving and liking and downloading and saving, and I'm enjoying it. So many people are going to get married very soon. So if you like what you shall want to do with your own life, is to be making someone, oh, she got married late, oh, anybody that's getting married early, you don't know what you're doing in your life. Well done, sir. Well done, ma. Continue, because now I've work, Abby. Celebrate people. Let's learn to celebrate people. Irrespective of the age that they made any decision in their lives. Let's learn to celebrate people. If somebody at 40 chose to go back to school to study, celebrate them. Don't be the one that will be using your own bias to be saying, oh, now something that may have achieved 20 years ago. We didn't ask you. Secondly, woman, nobody be like woman. Dear woman, dear lady, dear sister, go for gold, go for greatness. You can have a beautiful life, you can have a fulfilling life, you can have a purposeful life. Just ensure that you are drawing the chart of your life with God, and whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, don't let anybody stop you. If you are married and you are in your 20s or in your 30s and you still choose to that you want to go to school, you want to do your masters, please go ahead. If it's PhD you want to do, go ahead. If it's a house you want to build, go ahead. Even though your husband have house, you can build your own. If it's a plaza or a business enterprise that you want to build, go ahead. And if God has blessed you with a wonderful partner that supports you, that cheers you on, share testimony. Come out and let other people see that, you know what, whether I go married at 20 or at 40, I have a very wonderful partner that has been supportive, that has been wonderful. This is what we have achieved together. I think people need to summon the courage to come out more, to talk about their beautiful marriages, because the one that social media will help you to carry is one of bad marriages. The beginning, now I'm angry. The beginning of this month was very draining for a lot of us that, speak to people about love and marriage. And even people at large because of abuse in marriage and a lot of bad things. And now we are seeing good news in different people's marriage. We are seeing people get married. We are seeing love. And some of you, all you can still do in the circumstance is badmouth. Is blame them for waiting this long, or blame those that got married early, that they don't know what they're doing in their life. What was your problem? What's our problem in this life? Must we bring out bad news from every situation? Must we be bitter? Ha! Dear woman, I wanted to say go and marry. Dear woman, dear man, dear human being, dear person. The purpose of this video is to tell you that many beautiful people have gotten married, and me personally, I love to see it. People are showing their love life, and I love to see it. More people are getting married, and I will attend those weddings on Instagram and finish all my data and I will be happy for them, because that is what we should do. Let's be happy for one another. It's not fight, it's not competition. Let's be happy for one another. And let me not even go into the comments I saw about, I can't believe some people were saying things like, oh, even though she married at 46, if the marriage will crash, it will still crash. Why? See, if you want to make sure that your mental health did not last dent, take time off social media sometimes, because I used to marvel at the kind of people that have phones and operate phones, because the comments you see on Instagram, that Twitter, hey, the comments you see on it, no. If it's me that I bought Twitter, because how much is Twitter that I cannot buy? If it's me that I bought Twitter, there are regulations. You cannot just come and say rubbish. I hope that's possible anyways, right? So, learn to be happy for people. Negativity is not going to take us anywhere. Bad mouthing, bad vibes will not take us anywhere. It will not take us anywhere. Just let's be happy. Be happy for your friend. Let's even leave our celebrities aside. Some of you, is your friend that is doing good things, great things. They're getting married, they're having children, they're having financial breakthrough, they're sharing their testimonies, and you are bitter, you are hungry. Why? Anyway, with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that one, love is beautiful, marriage is beautiful. Don't let anybody force you into what you don't want to do, and don't let anybody make you feel bad for taking the decision that you took for your life and destiny, right? And secondly, I hope I've been able to convince you that there's nothing wrong in being happy for people. In fact, it's the good thing of life. Be happy for other people. And I hope that, this one is even a prayer, because some of these bad comments come from a place of bitterness and pain. So I really do hope and pray that God heals the hearts of people that are always bitter and negative. I hope God heals your heart. I hope you encounter a miracle. I hope you encounter God, because there's no explanation to the things you type that are not used to make sense. There's no explanation. God will encounter you. Thank you guys. Thank you family members. Thank you Global Tribe for watching to the end. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you did, let me know in the comment section. And then until next time that I come your way, I know that I'm owing you a video. In one video, one time, I promised that I was going to do honeymoon starter pack video. The things you need to take on your honeymoon, and trust me, before 7 market days no, in about a week you're going to get that video. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe, share this video with your friends. I hope you like my beautiful face. Thank you very much.